More than a third of workers in the UK are only one paycheck away from serious hardship, with 1 in 4 not having enough money to spare after buying necessities. A rather startling statistic, isn't it? It might make you wonder, how can this be? The answer, my friends, lies in a prevalent phenomenon. Living beyond one's means to convey an image of affluence despite the cost of living crisis. Picture this: John Doe, a seemingly successful individual. He's the first in line for every new gadget that hits the market. His wardrobe is a parade of the latest designer collections. His social media feed is a dazzling display of ritzy restaurants and exotic holidays. To the untrained eye, John Doe is the epitome of success. However, behind the scenes, it's a different story. Each gadget, each designer garment, each lavish dinner, and each extravagant holiday is not a testament to his wealth, but a ticking time bomb of financial stress. John's reality is a constant struggle to keep up with bills, an ever-looming threat of debt, and the persistent anxiety of living paycheck to paycheck. This lifestyle, this attempt to appear wealthy by living beyond one's means, is not only unsustainable, but also a one-way ticket to financial ruin. It's like running on a treadmill. No matter how fast you run, you're always in the same place. Living a flashy lifestyle might give you an ephemeral sense of satisfaction, a temporary illusion of wealth, but it's just that, an illusion. Real wealth is not about the latest iPhone, the trendiest clothes, or the most Instagrammable vacations. It's about financial stability, about having enough to not only meet your needs, but also to grow your assets. So, the next time you're tempted by that shiny new gadget or that swanky designer outfit, take a moment to reflect. Is it worth the financial stress? Will it bring you closer to your financial goals? Or is it just another step on the treadmill of living beyond your means? Remember, wealth is not what you spend, but what you save and invest. Now imagine a friend who drives an expensive car, but it's on lease. Picture this. He's always the first to pick up the tab at dinners, flaunts designer clothes and vacations in exotic locations, all while juggling multiple credit cards. You might be thinking, wow, he's living the life. But here's the catch. It's all on borrowed money. This friend represents a common scenario, using debt to maintain a lavish lifestyle. It's like running on a treadmill of bills where you're breaking a sweat but not moving forward. The monthly payments, interest rates, and hidden charges pile up, turning into a mountain of debt that's hard to climb down from. The long-term implications of such decisions can be catastrophic. It can lead to financial ruin, damage your credit score, and shackle you with constant stress. Remember, the facade of wealth can't cover the reality of debt. Debt for luxury is not a sign of wealth, it's a ticking time bomb. I think about a colleague who earns a hefty paycheck but has no idea about investments. Picture this. John, a successful software engineer, brings in a substantial income every month. However, when it comes to managing his finances, he's as lost as a ship without a compass. His money comes in and out like a high tide, leaving him constantly stranded at the end of the month. Ironically, John represents a large chunk of high earners. They might be geniuses in their respective fields, but when it comes to financial literacy, they're in the dark. This ignorance presents a major pitfall in their journey to true wealth. You see, understanding money isn't just about earning it. It's about knowing how to save, invest, and grow it. It's about comprehending the power of compound interest, the importance of diversification, and the role of risk management. Financial education is the backbone of wealth creation, and without it, you're essentially walking blindfolded on a tightrope. Wealth isn't just about making money, it's also about knowing how to manage it. Picture a neighbor who always has the newest items, but no emergency fund. It's like a shiny car with an empty tank, isn't it? They may have the latest gadgets, designer clothes, and a modern home. But what happens when a sudden financial crisis hits? Without a safety net of savings, they're on thin ice. Savings aren't just for a rainy day, they're a crucial part of financial stability, a buffer against the unexpected. They're the difference between a minor setback and a major catastrophe. You see, true wealth isn't just about the things you own, it's about the peace of mind that comes from knowing you can weather life's storms. Sure, it might feel good to have the latest and greatest, but if you're neglecting your savings to keep up appearances, you're building your financial house on sand. Remember, a big screen TV isn't wealth, a fully funded emergency fund is. Ever met someone who dresses rich, acts rich, but isn't really rich? You probably have. This is a classic case of fake it till you make it. It's a fascinating concept, isn't it? The idea that if you pretend to be something long enough, you might just become it. Let's illustrate this with a story. Meet John. He's always trying to fit into the wealthy crowd. Designer clothes, swanky cars, posh eateries, that's his playground. But behind the facade, there's a different reality. John isn't rich. He's living paycheck to paycheck, constantly under the stress of maintaining this illusion. The fake it till you make it approach can seem tempting. It's a glamorous world out there, filled with shiny objects and enticing lifestyles. Who wouldn't want a piece of that? But here's the thing. True wealth isn't about the glitz and glamour. It's about financial stability and freedom. John's story highlights the pitfalls of this approach. The pressure to keep up appearances can lead to stress, debt, and financial instability. It's a dangerous game to play as the stakes get higher and higher. One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. Ironically, those who truly are wealthy often don't flaunt it. You see, when you're financially secure, you don't need to show off. You've got nothing to prove. That's the beauty of true wealth. It's quiet. It's not about the shiny cars or designer clothes. It's about having the freedom to live life on your terms. In essence, fake it till you make it is a flawed strategy. It's built on the illusion of wealth, not the reality of it. The truth is, wealth isn't about appearances. It's about financial security and freedom. It's about being able to sleep at night, knowing you're not one paycheck away from disaster. True wealth is quiet. It doesn't need to show off because it's not about appearance. It's about security and freedom.
If you enjoy this type of content, do acknowledge it with a thumbs up. Subscribe and stay connected with our community for more content. Until next time, take care.